On May 10th, 1933, students in over 30 university towns across Nazi Germany gathered not to study, but to burn. More than 2,500 books were thrown into flames. Works by Jewish writers, pacifists, socialists, and anyone considered quote unquote un-German. It was called a cleansing by fire, but it wasn't just a show of hatred. It was the public breakdown of something deeper, the social contract between the people and their government. What is the social contract? The social contract is the idea that people willingly give up some of their freedoms in order to live in a society where their rights, like life, liberty, and property, are protected by the government. John Locke, in his two Treatises of Government, 1689, wrote, "Men being by nature all free, equal, and independent, no one can be put out of this estate, and subjected to the political power of another, without his own consent." In other words, government only has power because the people allow it to. But Locke also warned that if a government violates its purpose, then it's not legitimate anymore, stating, "Whenever legislators endeavor to take away and destroy the property of the people, they put themselves into a state of war with the people, who are thereupon absolved from any further obedience." That means people have not just a right, but a duty to resist. In 1933, Nazi Germany didn't just fail to protect rights, it attacked them. Before the book burnings even began, the Nazi Party had compiled a list of authors whose ideas they wanted to erase. These included Jews, pacifists, communists, feminists, and writers who spoke about sexuality and freedom. On May 10th, German university students, many from the educated middle class, lit the fires. They burned works of Einstein, Freud, Marx, and many others. They weren't just burning paper, they were burning the freedom to think, to question, and to learn. When people allow this kind of censorship, they stop being protected by the state and instead become controlled by it. Locke said the end of government is the good of mankind. But in Nazi Germany, the government's purpose had turned upside down. It was no longer serving its people, it was reshaping them through fear, propaganda, and silence. And the people didn't fight back, not in time. Many citizens stood by as freedom of speech, thought, and press was destroyed. Some cheered, some helped, some stayed quiet. All of it, Locke would say, is a broken contract. Not everyone stayed silent. In New York City, on the same day as the book burnings, over 100,000 people marched, the largest demonstration in the city's history at the time. They protested what they saw, that being the destruction of liberty. But the flames kept burning. So, what does that teach us? It teaches us the social contract only survives if we protect it. If we give up on our right to speak, to read, to question, we lose everything else too. Locke reminds us once again, it is a power that hath no right to obedience. When a government becomes the enemy of freedom, the people are no longer bound to obey it. The fires of 1933 were not just about books, they were about control, about rewriting the minds of a nation. The social contract isn't written in law, it's written in action. In our choices, and how we respond to the truth is threatened. In 1933, the contract was broken. In 1689, Locke warned us it could happen. And in every generation since, it's been up to us to decide whether to protect it or let it burn.